Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Kenia's room. My name is Kenia. This is my room. My setup is a little bit different today. I'm trying this out and seeing, but on the camera I look super washed out, so hopefully on video I won't. Another housekeeping thing. I did notice that in my videos it will switch from like HD to like this like gray kind of thing on video, sorry. And so I've looked it up and they said it's something to do with the white balance. I've tried to fix that. So we'll see if it does it again. If it does, I'm going to try something else. If it doesn't, then we're good to go, right? Today we're going to be looking at more Am I the A-hole? And I'm going to start saying A-hole because I don't know. Right now, saying bad words won't affect my channel because I'm such a small channel. I'm almost non-existent. But eventually it might. And so I, gotta do what I gotta do. By just looking at me, would you guess that I'm a K-pop fan? Yes, I'm a K-pop fan. I have my top 3: Stray Kids, ENHYPEN, and TXT. I love K-pop. I love listening to all different types of group. I thought we'd go on Am I the A-hole and do a K-pop version of it and see what people are getting into dramas when it comes to K-pop. First one says, Am I the a-hole for wanting to play a K-pop song at my wedding? It's just a singular K-pop song, and it's during our dance. My fiance is more than okay with it since he loves the song too. However, my parents and friends do not like the idea of playing a K-pop song at a wedding. Their reason being it's in a different language, not everyone listens to K-pop, so it's unfair for everyone at the party, and they wouldn't be able to take our dance seriously. I'm not sure I know what that means. I said it's my wedding and that I've been wanting to play this song when I get married ever since I first heard it. I don't get why understanding the language is so important when the song itself is soft and sweet and very wedding appropriate, but they want me to play an English song. Playing an English song isn't a problem as all the other songs would be in English for everyone to dance. It's just one song for my and my fiance's solo dance that I want it to be this particular K-pop song. They're calling me a bridezilla for not compromising, being so adamant over just a song. Am I the a-hole? The edit says, to those who are curious, it's Fly Away With Me by NCT27. I actually haven't heard the song yet. I don't think you're an a-hole. I don't know why families think they can run over your choices as the bride, and your fiance is okay with it and he likes the song, so why care? I do know that sometimes in some families the bride, specifically the bride's mother and father, pay the wedding or pay for the wedding, so I get in some sense it's like that, but honestly I'd rather have a small wedding over my parents telling me how to run my wedding. But yeah, you're not at all. And I already have a K-pop song that I would like if I were to have a wedding where I walk like, well, I mean every wedding you walk down the aisle, but if I were to have a big wedding like that, because sometimes I'm like, I don't want a big wedding like that. Sometimes I just want a small wedding. But if I were to have a big wedding like that, I have a K-pop song in mind already. It's an instrumental with violins of Butter by BTS. And it's so nice. You guys don't get it. It's like good. So no, I don't think you are the a-hole. And it seems like Reddit also doesn't think you're the a-hole either. Some of the comments say, not the a-hole, play it, it's no big deal. I can't imagine why anybody would be upset about this. I bet that 90% of the people at your wedding won't care. They'll just be looking at you and thinking about how romantic this moment is. Okay, next story. Am I the a-hole for wanting to have a serious talk with my girlfriend for being obsessed with K-pop and being controlling? Okay, this one sounds interesting. It was a year ago, and Reddit says everyone sucks, so let's see what it's about. Okay, he's a 17-year-old male and his girlfriend's 16. Okay, so they're young, they're teens. Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind. Has a chronic obsession with K-pop boys. That's me. That's me. She cried to me before because some K-pop boys were sent to the army, and she said they won't look cute anymore since they'll be bald. She also reposted many videos on TikTok of these K-pop boys, with most of these videos of them half naked with their abs out or an edit of them with the original poster of the video, putting some sort of hint that they want to have with the K-pop boy. Whether they clearly just say it in the audio or leave it in the caption. She has also reposted many pictures of them on Instagram and on her story, in which she calls them cute and perfect. She talks about them pretty often to me before I told her how I felt about it, but she invalidated how I felt, saying how I'm just being dramatic, before she ended up crying, saying I was going to leave her. To top this all off, she has various TikTok accounts where she makes edits about these K-pop boys, with most of these videos depicting them shirtless, with one of them saying that she could take both of them and not in a fight. This is like if my mom found my TikTok. This sounds like my mom. Granted, that video was uploaded before we were talking. It just shows that there's been no change whatsoever from her in this matter, even despite talking to her about it. Okay. Okay. To add on to this, she is very controlling and demanding. She gives me no free time, and she demands that I stay on the phone with her 24/7, and I can't go out with my friends, and if I do, I have to take her with me while she's on the phone, or else she'll get mad and ignore me for hours. I want to have a serious talk with her about this, but I feel like she'll get mad and start crying. Am I the a-hole? I think you got bigger fish to fry than your girlfriend making K-pop edits. If she's controlling you like this is when you say I'm out. Okay, forget the K-pop edits, forget that kind of stuff. If she's controlling you, this is when you're out, my dude. I've seen a lot of couples where they both are into the K-pop groups and they both have like their favorites, and it works out for them, but it just depends obviously on the relationship and the couple and the person. So I do think that if you told her, hey, I don't like how far it goes, then yeah, there should have been boundaries that you guys talked about there. But why was this calling me out? Of course it's okay for me because I'm single, but why was this calling me out, y'all? Am I the a-hole for laughing at my coworkers' K-pop fantasies? Oh no, oh no. And Reddit found them not to be the a-hole, so let's go look. A bit of pretext. The girl in question is like 29 years old, lives in the US, and is a coworker of mine. We always hang out at lunch, talk about boring stuff like what we did over the weekend, how we are doing. One thing I learned over the past few weeks is that she's really into K-pop, like super into it. Her phone background picture is her favorite K-pop band. Check mark. She has a folder containing images and videos of the band. Check mark. She goes on to all their concerts, you know, the typical obsessive diehard K-pop fan. Check mark. I've only been to one K-pop concert, and it was Stray Kids, because I just don't have money, but I would go if I had more money. Anyway, we were discussing what makes them appealing, and she nonchalantly said their looks and their music, which I guess is an acceptable answer. Her favorite band, by the way, is a group called GOT7. Wait, GOT7's gotta be in my top 5 because their music is good. GOT7 got me. They got me. So they got 8 now. Okay, there are many members in that group, and I don't know any of their names. But let's say her favorite member is Bob from GOT7. Okay. During one of our... They have names, sir. During one of our lunches, she says, I will marry Bob someday. I thought it was a joke and just bursted out laughing. I looked at her and she didn't seem too happy about me laughing. So then I calmed down quickly and asked her if she was serious. She nodded and quietly muttered yes. At this point, I felt bad for laughing, but thought in my head, what, WTF, she's a lunatic. The boy band is in Korea, probably has 100 million female fans globally, and she's too old to have this sort of opium. Anyway, she looked visibly uncomfortable throughout the rest of lunch, and she never asked me out to lunch anymore, let alone came to talk to me during work. Am I the a-hole? Maybe I am, but come on, her goal is just delusional, fueled by hopium. No, you're not. You're not the a-hole, I have to say. I thought this was gonna go in a whole different direction. I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought you would be, because people just, they hear K-pop and they start to think you're weird, especially at this age. You know, she's 29, I'm 27, so people start to think like you're weird for liking these groups, like you're too old. I don't think there's ever age people like, I don't know about other groups, with Stray Kids specifically, they have members, they have like fans that are like grandmas and it's okay. But for her to say I'm gonna marry one of them one day and be serious about it, yes, that's unfortunately, you met one of the very delusional fans. And there is some out there. I joke around about that, like, oh, that's my husband. Like, I don't even say I'm gonna marry, I'm married. Okay, this ring, oh wait, which hand is it? This ring is from my boy Suman. Okay, but I know it's a joke. And you know, I know it's a joke. It's a joke. I know it's a joke, so like, I don't take it seriously. Okay, the first comment says, not the a-hole you thought you were joking, you laughed. A 29-year-old with the fantasy of marrying a famous person isn't unusual, no, but certainly not something you commonly hear. Yeah, no. I mean, it could happen, right? So there has been celebrities that have married regular people, but it's not likely. So yeah, I also agree, you are not the a-hole. I really thought this was gonna go a whole different way, but I'm glad that the person was respectful. Wait, am I the a-hole for asking my husband to stop listening to K-pop while he cleans? No. Okay, let's see. This could go a whole other direction as well. Everyone sucks is what Reddit has said. Okay, so both me and my husband are 30 and live together in an apartment. We split up the cooking 50-50, but I do most of the cleaning, like laundry, dishes, broom the floors, so more like 70-30. Except when I ask him to clean, I always have to ask. He says sure and turns on his bloody stereo so loud with K-pop music, and it's always K-pop. I asked him before why. He said that he enjoys cleaning if he listens to his music, and that most guys wouldn't even go this far, so I should be thankful. Ugh. I don't know. I know it's rather petty. It's just so annoying that when I asked him to put headphones on, he said they'd get in the way. Am I being an a-hole? So the first comment says, everyone sucks here. Let him listen to the music he likes. He said most guys wouldn't even go this far, so I should be thankful. F that sexist BS. He's not doing you any favors by cleaning up the apartment. That's just his job, as it is yours. So I know that when I am working on chores, I do not want to have my headphones on. They hurt my ears eventually, and I usually wear them like to the gym, so I'm like 2 hours in the gym with headphones on and they hurt my ears. But when I'm doing chores, I have to have the speaker on. I don't want to have my headphones on. I want to have the speaker on loud, pumping, for me to be able to dance and get things done. So I kind of get that. His little comment about the chores is ridiculous. He should not have come up with that. And let me tell you, us K-pop girlies, we don't stand for that, okay? We don't stand for that. But I do think, I don't know if you have a problem with the music or because it's K-pop, but I do think you should just, if he's doing a chore, you should just let him hear his music. Unless you both are working at the same time, then maybe you guys need a combined playlist, or maybe you both need headphones. And I think that is acceptable ask if both of you are doing a chore together. But maybe let him do his chore with his music on, and when he's done, then you can turn the music off and do your chore. I don't know. Me and my sisters kind of work that out. If like I have to wipe the counters down before my sister does the dishes, I put on my music, and as soon as she's gonna come in to do the dishes, she puts on her music. So it happens. Go to our last one for today. Ooh, okay, we have another girlfriend boyfriend one. Am I the a-hole for telling my girlfriend that I did not appreciate her looking at photos of K-pop idols? And everyone says he's the a-hole, so let's take a look at the story. My girlfriend and I are currently in a long distance relationship. 13 hours time zone difference. Oh my goodness. Why do people want to suffer? I mean, I guess if you find the one, you find the one. But like, why do you want to suffer so much? Like, I could not. Watch, I say that and then I fall in love with like someone in the other side of the world. So it's quite difficult to coordinate when we can video chat. So as the title suggests, my girlfriend is into K-pop. She likes listening to songs, follows idols on social media, goes to concerts, check, check, check. She's quite reserved when showing her interest in K-pop to other people because of the Koreaboo term, and she doesn't want to be associated with that. I appreciate that. She is comfortable enough to share her interests with me. For the record, I don't mind when she talks about K-pop related things, but I have no idea what she is talking about most of the time, which I do feel bad about. I want to add to that conversation. Well, in our most recent video chat, she said something along the lines of, oh, insert idol name, uploaded a pic on K-pop social media app, damn, he looks sexy. Hearing that made me feel really and insecure, and since I don't look as attractive as your typical K-pop idol, I went into a downward spiral of negative thoughts. What did she think of me for the past 4 years? Am I not good enough? Am I a stepping stone for her to find someone more attractive? So I asked, am I not sexy as well? She replied, of course you are, but to me that didn't sound genuine. It was more like a defense or reflective tone. Again, why are we jealous? You have the girl, right? There's no way these men are going to come and steal your girl. Now, if we played it on the other side of the coin, right? If I was with someone and they said Megan Thee Stallion is like so hot, I'd be like, yeah. Men can't look at girls' pictures on Instagram because then girls get mad, but girls can look at idols. I don't think that's a problem. I think there's a difference here. You're looking at OF models and your girlfriend's looking at the dorky little loser in a hot body idol from Korea. You know what I mean? Like, there is a little bit of a difference there. It doesn't mean that she thinks you're less. She wouldn't be with you if she thought you were less. I don't understand this like dynamic, but anyway. Soon after, I was having a mild breakdown. Imagine just such a breakdown because someone told you like Changbin is hot. Like, if my boyfriend can't sit there and be like, yeah, Changbin's actually, he's a handsome dude, like, I don't want to be with you, like, honestly. Soon after, I was having a mild breakdown. I admit that I didn't handle the situation well, and I ended our conversation there instantly. I realized that I needed to explain myself for ending the conversation abruptly, so I texted her that I was feeling really bad after what had happened, and I didn't appreciate that she was saying other people were sexy when we were video calling. But she replied, but I told you that you were sexy, which didn't really help me understand why she would say such things in the first place. To me, it's equivalent to, I told you already that you are sexy. Is that not enough? What more do you want from me? To my knowledge, I've never done this to my girlfriend. I don't look at female celebrity K-pop idols. I'm not interested, nor follow their social media. Yeah, but if you were, could you? If you were, would your girlfriend have a freak out like you? But I am worried that my selfishness for her attention has damaged our relationship. I don't want her to be afraid of talking to me about a subject in fear of upsetting me. So am I the a-hole? Can people help me have a different view on this matter? Cheers. Again, the first comment says, holy insecurities, Batman. People find celebrities attractive. It's super normal. No need to get all bent. Here's a mature way to handle it. Hey girlfriend, I totally understand you find these guys attractive, but I don't love having it brought up. But instead you had a mild breakdown and didn't handle it well because your girlfriend thought a K-pop singer was sexy. Do you think she'll leave you for him? When you respond like an insecure, immature guy, you are the a-hole. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you have, like, I don't know what it is about men and like trying to protect like their significant other in that kind of way. It's like possessive. It like, they're not an item that someone's just gonna come and take. We have feelings, right? And it's so funny because people think like, oh, that guy is so hot. Guys get so insecure about this. Guy is so hot, he's gonna take my girlfriend. It's like, what, are we just like dummies for a hot guy? Is that all you think we are? Because if that's how your girlfriend is, then maybe you shouldn't be with her. Because most of us girls, like, yeah, like, I think Lino's hot from Stray Kids. But that doesn't mean I think I have a chance with Lino. That doesn't mean that if I have a significant other that I love, I'm gonna leave him for Lino. I don't know Lino in real life. I don't know how he actually is. I'm just saying he's sexy. I'm just saying he's hot. You know what I mean? I don't know why people have such a weird... it's a complicated... Oh! It's a complicated thing, for sure. But that was it. That was... How many stories did we do? 4? Maybe 4, 3, 4, 4? Tell me. Tell me down below. Tell me down below if you listen to K-pop. And if you don't, are you jealous of the K-pop idols your girlfriend has up on her wall? Are you jealous of the K-pop girlies that your boyfriend follows? Let me know down below. We will see each other next week, I guess, right? I don't know what I plan for next week. I'm kind of just rolling with the videos. I don't know. I'm really loving this channel though. I'm loving what I'm doing on this channel. Yeah, let me know what are your thoughts on this. Who do you think are a-holes? Like everything. So for me, it's hard to judge because humans are just so complicated. Comment down below if you got this far. Down below, Lino, you're so sexy. Lino, you're so hot. Hey guys, I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, especially in the summertime, and drinking lots and lots of water. Water is just so important. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into a whole lesson about water. I get so distracted lately. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.